What's up, guys? This is Willie Contraband, and welcome to Beyond Duality.
Beyond duality, three eyes in a circle. Willie Contraband, no soul, controversial. Facts on facts, but my name's not Urkel. Hit 'em where it hurts till their heart turns purple. They say they got your back.
Alright, my lovely Geminis, how y'all doing? Happy March, happy March. This is your monthly reading for the month of March. But before we get into that, let me just let y'all know real quick. This is a generalized reading. If you would like a personalized reading for your eyes only, go to williecontraband.com/guidance and I'll hook you guys up there, alright? Also, if you would like to make a contribution to Willie Contraband, my PayPal link's below. If you're feeling generous, I very much appreciate it. But anyways, let's jump right into it. Let's see what March has in store for you guys. First card, overall energy for the month is... Alright, we got 6 of chalices, 6 of cups, 6 of water. So 6 of chalices usually talks about reminiscing and nostalgia and looking back on certain aspects in your life and realizing what has brought you to this point. It also talks about your higher guides and your higher sources and your angels or whatever guidance you have in your life. It also looks like also reminds you of the abundance you have in your life. You see all the cups, they're filled with flowers. That's very abundant, that's very good, that's great energy, that's light, that's shining. So this is not bad reminiscing or bad nostalgia. This is just looking back at moments in your life that made you who you are. So let's see what the foundation card has to say. Alright, so foundation is 2 of wands, 2 of fire, that desire, that action, that passion. 2 of wands in this position with the 6 of chalices is showing me that you might have some decisions to make in your life right now that are going to be very important. And the nostalgia reminiscent part, I just said, maybe you're looking at certain things in your life right now that has brought you to where you're at right now. So those things, if you look deeply into them, they're going to allow you to make the decisions that are coming ahead of you in your life. I don't know if March is going to be the month to make these decisions, but I feel like March is going to be the month to really contemplate and really study and look at your past times and look at what's brought you to where you're at right now to know where you're going. Sometimes we have to see where we've been, where we're at, in order to know what's ahead of us. Gotta put the pieces together. But next card we got is recent past. And I always say recent past is either 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. But we are in the middle of eclipse season, so the energies do last a little longer. It's about 6 months, but whatever resonates within you, only you know that, right? But let's see what we got. Alright, so we got the Hermit card, Major Arcana, number 9. So the Hermit card is about going within, finding your light within even when things get dark. It's saying recent past, you might have been going to, and you might have been in a point in your journey, last 3 hours, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, etc., that you really had to dig deep. You really had to see what you were made of. Life was probably testing you a lot. It was probably showing you a lot of things, about yourself, about other people, and this made you have to go within. The Hermit is also about studying itself, and he's on the top alone, so therefore when you're in solitude, that's when a lot of things start being created in your mind. And especially in Gemini, their mind's always running and they're always gaining downloads and thoughts and uploads and upgrades, and it's crazy. You have the mind of Gemini. Gemini is very powerful, especially once they know how to balance them twins out. But I feel like what the Hermit is talking about in recent past is that a lot of things have made you really look into yourself and to see what kind of person you are, which has allowed you right now at this point to really reminisce and have nostalgia, or just, take a glance at your past to see what has brought you to the point you're at, which will allow you to see what you're going to decide to bring you to whatever's ahead of you. You are the one that will, bring yourself to this new point in your life. So next card we got is messages from your higher self. But we all resonate and relate and understand things with different titles, different names, or whatever sources they may be. So I say this is messages from your higher self, but this could be messages from the universe, messages from God, messages from Allah, messages from Jesus, messages from Buddha, from Jehovah, from Yahshua, whatever. However you resonate with it, let's see what the message is trying to tell you. Alright, so we got Queen of Wands. Alright, so when this pops up, I always look at it like this is the card that says you have to take care of yourself. You have to take action right now to take care of yourself and to nourish yourself and understand yourself. So definitely with this, we had the Two of Wands is saying, Six of Chalices is allowing you to see a lot of aspects of your life, of where you've been, where you're at, in order to find out where you're going. And in order to find out where you're going, you have to understand yourself. You have to take care of yourself and see what are the things that you like, so that you can head into a certain direction in your life that there's going to be a lot of things that you like. It's about taking care of yourself, and it's about abundance as well, providing abundance for yourself. So definitely messages from your higher self is, I really think it's saying take care of yourself. Once you take care of yourself, you feel good inside, you can do everything outside. And I feel like it goes with the Hermit card as well, because the Hermit card made you go within, these last couple months or last few weeks or whatever it may be. You might have gone through some dark times, or you might have been struggling or going through some rough patches, but that didn't stop you. That just made you learn more about yourself, So in order to make this decision about what you want or where you're heading to, you have to take care of yourself so you can make the best decision possible. So definitely messages from your higher self is saying take care of yourself, so you can make the best decision that's most beneficial and of greatest value to you. So next card we got is steps to take in the near future. Let's see what we got. King of Chalices, King of Cups, King of Water. So as I was saying, Gemini, you're about to decide where you're going to go in this life. That's what the decision's about. But right now, King of Chalices, steps to take to the near future, is showing you that you have all the tools. Let's see if we get this a little clear. There we go. Behind the throne of King of Chalices, he has all his tools, all his sources, all his resources. He's in the middle of the ocean, but he doesn't give a fuck. He's not scared. He's very trusting in his abilities. So King of Chalices, steps to take to the near future, is trust your abilities and, explore with these tools and resources around you. Allow that to, not dictate, but in a way lead wherever new path you want to lead in, or whatever decision you have to make. Look at what's most beneficial. Look at the people around you. Look at the things that you have around you. Look at the materials you have around you. Look at the sources and resources. Look at the information you have around you, and allow those things to assist you in deciding whatever it is you need to decide, wherever it is you're heading. But right now, like I said, the main energy is you really looking back and seeing how you got to where you're at right now. So steps to take to the near future is take all that, see how you got to where you're at right now, take all that and add some more to it, and then go along and trust yourself, trust your abilities, that you're always going to be good, you're always going to be great. Because no matter what, if you look back in your life at all the things you've been through, you always made it through it. You're still here, you know what I'm saying? So you have to trust that no matter what, you're always going to be good, and that's what King of Chalices is about. He's always prepared. He got his tools with him, he got his weapons with him, he got his accessories, he's straight, he's good. He could be in the middle of the ocean and he's fine. But steps to take to the near future is really just trust within yourself. That's why I guess messages from your higher self was saying take care of yourself. Because when you feel good, then you're good, but sometimes you don't feel good, so you don't know that you're good, but you have to trust yourself. Trust that even when you don't feel good, things are still really actually good, But anyways, next card we got is your environment card. And this is my favorite position in this format, because most of the cards, they talk about, you for the most part, but this talks about your environment. And your environment, you are a product of your environment. You are your surroundings, as they say. So let's see what pops up. All right, we got 3 of Wands. 3 of Fire, that desire, that passion, that action. 3 of Wands in the environment position talks about you understanding, or not even you, because this is your environment. It is about people around you starting to understand you more. It's starting to understand you more. Starting to look at you as the leader that you truly are. Because Gemini, they're, this is good and bad. There's really nothing bad, but it's however you use these things. But Gemini don't listen to nobody. They are their own leaders. So this is people acknowledging that. People understanding that. Gemini is gonna do whatever Gemini wants to do. And say this is you up here. This is all the people behind you, because Gemini always leading the pack. Gemini is always ahead of the game, because their thought processor is such at a high speed and a high rate. It's able to process data much faster than a lot of other people. So this is Gemini in the front of the pack, and this is people starting to understand you. They're standing under you, so they're understanding you in a way, and they're like, okay, I might not fully understand Gemini. I don't know what the fuck they're up to and shit, but they're going to understand that you are trying to make certain decisions in your life, that you are trying to better yourself, that you are trying to take care of yourself, that you have these tools, and they're going to trust in you once you start trusting in yourself. And things get a lot easier when you trust yourself, and the people around you trust you as well, because that's all assisting energy. There's no resistance in that, So definitely your environment's looking good. It's looking like people are going to acknowledge you for what your true powers are, even though they can't fully understand you. Don't, expect people to fully understand you, Gemini, because you don't even fucking fully understand yourself. You know what I'm saying? But understand that people are trying to understand you, and even if they don't get what you're trying to do, they got your back, And as long as you got your back, as long as you trust yourself, people are going to trust you as well, But next card we got is intentions and goals, or fears and doubts, depending on what card it is. So let's see. Alright, I don't see no fears and doubts in this one. Gemini is looking pretty good. Your intentions and goals for the month of March is the Wheel of Fortune, ruled by Jupiter. So, Wheel of Fortune is definitely about higher learning, higher studies. It's about expansion. It's about traveling as well. It's about experiencing new things. It's about fortunes. The Wheel of Fortune is about you being rewarded. It's about you indulging in the things that you like. It's also about you finding out who you are. Jupiter is is like Zeus, you feel me? So you about to find your power, as in you find your power. Oh, dropped it. You find your power by realizing where you've been, how it got you here, where you're at, and then deciding where you want to go. That's where your power is, and that's the fortune of it. That's fortunate that you're able to decide where you're going. A lot of people fall victim and think that they're a product outside of themselves, that the world decides how their life is, the world decides their opportunities, the world decides their their fortunes. But your fortune is that you get to decide, Gemini. Nobody else. Gemini, I always say, is one of the most powerful signs, because it's kind of unfair. You guys got 2 people inside. Like, you guys are literally 2 people, I know a lot of Gemini sun signs. I know a lot of Gemini moon signs as well. Not a lot of rising Geminis, but moon signs and sun signs, I know a lot of Geminis, and they're powerful motherfuckers, bro. Real powerful. It's just balancing those twins out, learning how to use that power. But intentions and goals, it looks like a lot of great things are coming to you. And whatever decision it is you ultimately make, where you want to lead, know that is you that are leading the way. Is you. Remember, you're leading the way. Your environment's back here. They got your back. They're supporting you. They don't fully understand you, but they trust you. They're like, all right, yo, Gemini, I've been through a whole bunch of shit, and they always get through it. So at this point, I don't even care to try to make logical common sense of whatever they're doing, but I know that Gemini is going to pull it off. They always do. Always. So that's good. That's good. You got some fortunes coming. You got some higher learning, higher energies forming and culminating for you. But we got 1 card left. This is possible outcome, keyword possible outcome, because this is a generalized reading. Just want to make you aware. But let's see what it may be. All right, major arcana, the stars, baby. Wherever you decide, because look, you have the world in your hands. I told you, you guys are lucky. You guys are deciding where you're going to head to. It's just up to you guys to make the choice. You got the world in your hands. The stars, you're going to be amongst the stars, baby. As in, you make the right decision, you're going to have everything and anything you need around you. You're going to have all your sources and resources. Remember, I told you steps to take to the near future is King of Chalices. He may be in the middle of the ocean, but he got all his resources, tools, accessories, and all that. Right here, same thing. You got all your resources. You got your water, you got your fire, you got your earth. You know what I'm saying? You're up in the mountains, you got that good air. You know, you're amongst the stars, the celestials, the atmosphere. Right? So Gemini, the star card is also about achieving things, and it's about success and things coming to completion. So that's definitely good. I feel like, you know, the main thing popping up to me that you guys have to apply is, you know, make sure to take care of yourself, you know. And you take care of yourself, you feel balanced within, you feel good inside, because I told you guys got the twins. So that's really always one of the main objectives throughout this journey for you guys, is to make sure the twins are balanced inside of you. And is when you feel good, everyone around you feels good and life feels good. And, you know, you really at this point dictate your life. You know, you dictate where you're going to be, where you're heading to, and just always be aware of that you have the power, and you have to trust in your power. You got all the tools around you always. You're always pulling shit off, Gemini, always. Therefore, you're going to be amongst the stars, because you are a star, Gemini. You come from the stars. Therefore, you're going back to the stars. But definitely the star card is about being around the sources, about, you know, being complete, about, you know, achieving whatever it is that you're trying to succeed in, you know. So it's definitely good stuff. Very, very good stuff. So there you guys go. That's my food for thought. If you may, feed me back and leave some feedback in the comment section. I would appreciate that. But yeah, guys, real quick, I'm expanding my channel. I'm gonna bang out a lot of videos this year, so if you guys have any suggestions of any types of videos you want, let me know. I could do anything from astrology, financial, spiritual. I could do anything pretty much. I could talk about etymology, I could talk about frequencies, whatever it may be. But I am also expanding to different social media platforms. I will have different websites as well that I will have extended readings and different informational content on. So make sure you guys subscribe, and, you know, make sure you stay on the lookout, because I got a lot of good stuff coming out for you guys. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great March, and I'll see you in April, alright? Much peace. Much love.
Face, they got you thinking that I'm dying. Quoting all my songs, telling you that I'm lying. Though I know the truth, cause the truth will always find you. No matter where you go, is always right there behind you. See the shiny lights is only really there to blind you. Crazy how the stars in the sky could define you. Crazy how the stars in the sky could define you.